Welcome back to another video from Mini Motley Sanctuary. I'm Anna.
And I'm Ruth.
And today we've got the giggles. We run a little animal sanctuary for rescue horses and sheep in the Suffolk countryside. And we're in the depths of autumn now, aren't we?
We are. That's why we're laughing to try and cheer ourselves up, because it's been grey, grey, grey. Day after day after day, hasn't it, Anna? No
Bleak.
sunshine.
Bleak weeks.
Yep.
We thought we would brighten up your day, hopefully, with some pumpkin action with the animals.
So we're always looking for ways to supplement their diet. And that's always quite tricky because, as you know, from listening to our previous podcasts, we've got laminitic ponies, or ponies that are prone to be laminitic. So we have to really monitor the amount of sugar that they have. So one of the first things we always look at is how much sugar content any supplement has, and obviously if it's good for the horses in general. And then we try to mix things up for them. Obviously you don't want to give them the same thing day after day, because it's boring for them, isn't it? And we like to make things more interesting for them. So Anna did a lot of research on pumpkins, and actually they're the perfect treat for horses and sheep.
Which is really handy because at this time of year, there are pumpkins everywhere at our local farm shops, in the supermarkets. We like to dot them about the place because it brightens up the house. Sometimes if we feel a bit festive, we will carve a pumpkin, Mum, won't we? But usually we don't get trick-or-treaters, sadly, in our area, much to our disappointment, because Mum always does a spectacular display, don't you, for Halloween?
No one sees.
The lights are on, but nobody comes knocking. So it does leave us with lots of leftover pumpkins. And whilst I like to think that I'll mix up some cooking and slice and dice some pumpkins and roast them or fry them.
And we have done that before.
We have, but we don't often
But
get
not this
much
year.
time for fancy cooking, do we?
Or even general cooking.
Not when,
Fancy cooking.
not when we're getting in from the late evening and night checks from the animals at
No.
sort of 9, 10 p.m. sometimes. It doesn't leave for much creativity
No.
at the cooker. So we thought with some of the leftover pumpkin flesh, obviously that hasn't been carved for Halloween, we could actually put it to good use with the animals.
Yeah, we thought we'd try them and see if they liked it, as it's good for them.
Really good for them. So for horses, pumpkins are high in fibre, which helps support their digestive system. Also, they are 90% water, apparently, which I didn't know about, which makes them a great source of hydration for horses. They're also anti-inflammatory, which helps reduce inflammation and improves overall health. So for our horses like Wilson, who has sweet itch, that should be really good for him and soothing for him, as he's got autoimmune conditions. It can soothe stomach issues, apparently. It says online that pumpkins can help soothe stomach ulcers and other digestive issues. It can support a healthy gut bacteria because they contain lots of prebiotics, which are always really good stuff for the bowel and supports the growth of gut bacteria, but the beneficial kind. And also rich in vitamins and minerals. It's full of vitamins A, C and E, and potassium, magnesium and zinc for overall equine well-being. But of course you have to start with very small amounts, so cut up in tiny little pieces and only about a quarter or a half a cup per horse or pony. And we are only feeding the raw, fresh stuff because we know that's what they can have. Pumpkin as well is really good for sheep, which we didn't know about previously. Also high in fibre for sheep, so supports their digestion too. Rich in vitamins and minerals that sheep need. Again, A, C and E vitamins, and potassium, magnesium and zinc, so a real crossover of benefits for both sheep and horses. And it's a really good source of energy as well, which is great in the autumn and winter months. They contain easily digestible carbohydrates, so keeping them warm too in the winter. Pumpkin also helps sheep with digestion, it's anti-inflammatory and supports their healthy gut bacteria as well, which I didn't know about before. Resting his chin.
So the arrival of the pumpkin caused a lot of excitement. And as always, none of the animals want to miss out on the opportunity of a new treat. So they all came crowding over and were keen to try it. But it had a varied degree of success as to who liked it and who didn't. The horses all loved it, but amongst the sheep, they all had a go, but the only ones that really loved it were Albie and Harby. The rest sort of had a nibble and then dropped it.
Spat it in disgust.
But Albie will eat anything, won't he, Anna? He's
He's
always
like a dog.
has, right from the very start when they first arrived, even though, they were in a poor state. Albie was always the first at any opportunity to eat. He would be there, wouldn't he? And
Albie loves his food, doesn't he? He's a gut bucket, and he'll try anything. He has a real passion for something tasty, and he wants to give every treat a go. And actually trusts us, doesn't he?
He
that
does.
whatever's coming his way is going to be a tasty morsel.
I think that's because he likes everything. He just eats everything.
He does. Well, we thought it would be really lovely to pop half pumpkins in the field and actually leave the sheep sort of perusing and browsing the pumpkin because they can have the seeds too. We checked online. But actually, they weren't interested unless it was hand-fed.
They're so spoiled, aren't they? They don't want to feed themselves.
No! They want to be waited on. Bertie, he's got FOMO. I think they like the attention that goes along with it and
That's
the
a lot
pampering
to do with it.
and the bonding.
Yeah, definitely. The thing is, it doesn't ultimately matter whether they like the taste of these new treats that we try them with. It's more that it's exciting for them to have the opportunity to smell and taste something different to their usual food. And that makes life a bit more interesting for them, really, doesn't it? They don't need the extra food, but it's fun.
They only like it in bite-sized pieces. It seems they don't want to share from a big slice of pumpkin and all nibble together. They want to be hand-fed like spoilt puppies in little bite-sized hand-picked treats. Yeah.
Winnie? Diesel?
Oh, she likes pumpkin. Yes. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. It's an activity for them to do together and also for them to interact with us and have a bit of fun on a grey autumn day.
Exactly. Bit of orange colour where the sun's not there. They can have a big orange or pumpkin. And remember what it was like to see the sun shining in the sky.
Oh, please come back.
Come back.
Oh, me too. Ah, that little nose waiting at the gate.
Nosy. Wait, let me give Diesel some. Good boy.
For me. Come on then. Come on then.
But at the end of the day, say what you like about fine dining, but you can't beat the bog standard favourites, hay.
They always love their mountains of hay.
They really do. They leap across the field. They get very excited about it, don't they?
They follow us. They'd follow us wherever we went, wouldn't they, if we had a bale of hay on our shoulder?
That's it. That's all it takes.
Friends for life. Yeah. And they love rooting around in it and pulling out leaves and twigs that might be nestled in the sections of hay. And there's all sorts of little dried plants in there from where the farmer has cut the hay in his fields. Lots of different morsels for them to dig about in. And they absolutely love it.
And in the evenings, we see the wild rabbits all come running in. They also share the hay, don't they?
Yeah, which is so
really
sweet.
yeah.
We're feeding the wild rabbit population.
Yeah.
If you've enjoyed watching this video and you're enjoying our YouTube channel, please come on over to Patreon to support us for as little as £1 a month for all the behind the scenes at our animal sanctuary.
Your support means the world, makes a huge difference to us and the animals.
We would really struggle without our incredible Patreon community, so please do come on over for plenty more podcast episodes, behind the scenes vlogs, rehabilitation series, rescue stories and lots more that we don't post anywhere else. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we'll see you in our next video.
Bye.